When you think of a Smash game, there is always that one thing comes to mind. The first one is the one that starts it all. Melee is Fox only, Final Destination only, and no items. Brawl is that goddamn tripping. Ultimate is the game where everyone is here. But what does Smash 4 have? Well, it has Bloody Bayonetta, who is beyond bullshit. Smash 4 has the version being the one for the Wii U and the one for the 3DS. And while it was a huge step up from Brawl's slow gameplay, it did things pretty average, that it is probably why this game is mostly widely forgotten. At least I'm pretty sure it is. But one thing that I always want to talk about is how superior that box art is. No other Smash game comes remotely close to Smash for Wii U box art, and if you don't believe me, I will explain my reasoning and so you too will get enlightened on why this box art is the best box art. Smash for 3DS can step aside though. Smash not for home console? Ew. If you look at Smash 4 for Wii U box art, it may appear generic at first, a bunch of characters placed on a bland white background with blue streams. But if you look closely to it, everything appeared to be strategically placed, which is the clickbait thumbnail used for this video. I want to talk about all the other characters' placement first. At the very top, we have the two new additions to Smash roster being Wii Fit Trainer and the Villager, both characters coming from a game genre where you assimilate real life. On the right hand side, you have Pit and Kirby, who are Sakurai's babies, and right across from Kirby, you have Princess Peach, completing the pink characters on each side of the box. And on top, you have Donkey Kong, who's just kinda hanging around. But hey, it looks cool and that's all that matters. But if I have to give a reason, it's probably a homage to the arcade days when Donkey Kong used to kidnap Pauline. Now that we got all these side characters out of the way, let's talk about the big four in the box art. It's very weird to see Pikachu being at the forefront of the box art. This spot seems to usually be reserved for Mario, who is the main character of the whole Nintendoverse. But here, it really works to have Pikachu at the front and center. Pikachu is using either forward smash or B, where he produced a ball of electricity, but that ball of electricity is illuminating just right on the words for Wii U, adding an extra visual flair to the title of the game. We don't usually see that with other Smash game box art. Most Smash games have whatever is going on with the box art, and then the title of the game slapped on top, or bottom. There is zero interactivity, but here for the Wii U, the ball of electricity is interacting with the rest of the box art, glowing up the title while also blending in with the blue streams at the background. It's such a simple but yet very eye-catching detail to add onto the title, but this is very insignificant for what's about to come next, which is how Mario, Link, and Samus are strategically placed on their position to represent the Triforce. I don't know does anyone else see the Triforce reference, but to me, it's something that always caught my attention since day one, and now I must make this video to educate all of you since I'm such a box art connoisseur. Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid are what I considered the Nintendo Entertainment System Big 3, where they were the highest selling Nintendo games that is based on a fantasy setting, on the NES days. There were various Nintendo sports titles and Punch-Out selling more than Metroid, but these games aren't in a fictional setting. So that's why Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid are that important, and thus allowing these main characters to stand in the foreground as a representation of the Triforce. If you didn't notice those three was a reference to the Triforce from Zelda, it might be confusing as to why Samus was at the very center of the box art. Pikachu made sense since it is the second strongest seller for Nintendo, but Samus? These days, Metroid is a B-tier franchise for Nintendo, so it doesn't even make sense at all. That is until the Triforce comes in. Link is green, Mario wears blue, and Samus is red, making them the perfect match for the Triforce of courage, wisdom, and power. But there is more to it other than the color placement. Let's start with the obvious one on why Link is placed on the bottom right corner. Link is the boy who possessed the spirit of the hero, the chosen one by the Triforce of Courage. The Triforce of Courage has always had its placement on the bottom right corner, so Link can't go anywhere else. But Mario. Why is Mario placed at the location where the Triforce of Wisdom would be at? And wouldn't it make sense for Mario to be at the Triforce of Power, as he is also wearing red, and seemed to always prevail in saving Princess Peach? Well, the thing about Mario that no other Nintendo characters have is the versatility and knowledge. Mario have more suits and power-ups than anyone in the whole of gaming. He has the frog suit, the Tanuki suit, the cat suit, fire flower, ice flower, and many more. Princess Zelda is also able to transform, as she is able to turn into her alter ego, Sheik and Tetra with the power of the Triforce of Wisdom. But what really makes Mario fit into the area where the Triforce of Wisdom is located at, is that Mario is wisdom himself. No one has more occupation than Mario. If he's not busy saving Mushroom Kingdom, he has a job as a plumber, as a carpenter, as a doctor, as an artist, as an athlete, as a teacher, even as a zookeeper. Mario is a man of many skills, and being the representative of the Triforce of Wisdom is very fitting for him. So now that I've justified 2 of the 3 characters' placement, what about Samus? Why is she chosen for the Triforce of Power? Samus is very strong, but the strongest Nintendo character is Kirby. But taking Kirby out of the equation, Samus is probably the most powerful character in the Nintendoverse. But there is more to it than that. There's something in Samus' lore that makes her the symbol of power. It is the suit that she wears all the time. The Varia suit is her most iconic suit, but believe it or not, the Varia suit is not what gives Samus her main iconic look. It's actually the power suit. She is the representation of power, is thanks to the power suit. While in most games, Samus gets her iconic bulky shouldered look after she gains the Varia suit upgrade, but it is certainly not the reason why she has the iconic look. In the retelling of Samus' first mission, Metroid Zero Mission, the game explains how Samus obtained the bulky shoulders. When you play the game, you start with the power suit with the regular shoulder pads. When you collect the Varia suit for the first time, she still retains the normal shoulder pads. So this confirms the Varia suit is just an upgrade to her defense capabilities, nothing more. What made her appearance drastically change is at the very end of the game, when she obtains the new power suit, called the Fully Powered Suit. This is the ultimate suit, unlocking the ultimate powers for Samus, giving her access to the ultimate offense, the Plasma Beam, the ultimate defense, the Gravity Suit, and the ultimate maneuver, the Space Jump. All these properties are similar to the abilities granted by the Triforce of Power, who granted Ganondorf strength similar to the gods' protection that can only be damaged by the Sword of Evil's Bane, and also unlimited stamina. With how powerful Samus is, her rightful place is definitely the Triforce of Power, which just so happens to be at the very middle. So this is why Smash 4 for Wii U box art is the best box art, being that the placement of characters actually have meaning instead of just a popularity contest on who gets to be at the front of the box. I mean, that's what I believe, because there is no possible reason why Samus would be at the very middle of the box art when that's the spot usually reserved for the main character in every other box art. I mean, just look at every other box art. Samus is usually placed at the background, like the B tier seller that she is. Except for Brawl, Samus actually has a sweet spot in Brawl. With this new revelation, do you also agree that Smash 4 has the best box art? Let me know down in the comments below, but I'm gonna go for now, so bye for now.